Home canning is back, and picking the wrong electric pressure canner can ruin a whole season's harvest. 5 options, 1 clear winner. Which one actually earns a spot in your kitchen? We tested 5 electric pressure canners, from basic stovetop setups to fully digital units. By the end, you'll know exactly which one protects your food, fits your batch size, and doesn't waste your money. Subscribe if you want buying guides that cut straight to the answer. One of these canners is quietly a trap for beginners. We start there, at number 5. Number 5, and yes, this is the one to be cautious about. The Presto 02153 Precise 23-quart digital pressure canner, $459.99. Chapter timestamp is in the description. 23 quarts sounds generous. That is roughly 7 quart jars per batch, enough to put up a full bushel run in one afternoon. For serious canners doing large harvests, that capacity matters. The digital controls do remove some guesswork on pressure and timing. But at $459.99, with only 165 reviews behind it, and no research data we could anchor hard claims to, the value case is genuinely hard to build. You are paying a premium price on thinner proof than any other canner in this lineup. The 23-quart version of the Precise line costs significantly more than the 16-quart below it, and without clear performance data separating them, that gap is difficult to justify. If you regularly can for a large household and specifically need that bigger batch size in a digital format, it has a role. Everyone else will find more certainty and more money left over higher up this list. Number 4, and we are at Chapter 4 now, is the Presto 02154 Precise 16-quart digital pressure canner at $399.99. Same Presto digital platform as rank 5, but this one is sized for a pantry shelf, not a garage. Think 6 quart jars per batch, enough for a weekend garden haul without the countertop commitment of the bigger unit. The digital controls handle pressure and timing automatically, which removes the guesswork that trips up newer canners. Here is the honest math problem though. You are paying the same $399.99 as a larger digital option costs elsewhere on this list, for a meaningfully smaller capacity. If your household goes through preserved food fast, that gap matters. For a solo canner, or a couple preserving in smaller, more frequent runs, the compact footprint actually makes sessions feel manageable rather than like a production. With a 4.3-star rating from 165 buyers, the quality floor is real. The price reflects genuine digital precision in a size most kitchens can actually accommodate. That is what you are buying. Number 3, though, is where the value calculation shifts in a way that is hard to ignore. Number 3 is the Presto 01781 23-quart pressure canner and cooker at $182.99. Here is where the value calculation shifts hard. Over 20,000 reviews at 4.5 stars. That is not a fluke. That is decades of home canners voting with their wallets, repeatedly. This is a stovetop unit, not digital, so you are working the dials yourself. For some buyers, that is actually the preference. Full control, no electronics to fail. You get a full 23-quart capacity, enough for a serious batch without negotiating counter space twice. At this price, you are getting proven, large batch reliability that would cost you noticeably more with digital features attached. The trade-off is attention. You stay close during processing rather than walking away. If hands-on suits how you already cook, that is not a burden. For straightforward, high-volume canning without the premium, this one has earned its place here, honestly. Number 2. The Nesco NPC9 Smart Electric Pressure Canner, $148. This is the one that does the thinking for you. Digital controls handle the pressure and timing automatically, so you are not hovering over the stove watching a dial. That matters on a long canning day. It holds 9.5 quarts, which is honest capacity for small to medium batches without the bulk of a full-sized unit. Over 3,200 ratings at 4.4 stars says real canners are using this regularly and coming back satisfied. One thing to know, that 9.5 quart size caps you at smaller jar counts per run. So if you are processing a full garden haul all at once, you will be running multiple cycles. For a household that cans in focused smaller batches though, that automation at this price point is genuinely hard to argue with. Coming in at number 1, a canner that reframes what value actually looks like at this level. Number 1 is the T-Fal 22-quart aluminum pressure canner, and it sits at $99.99. That price, for what you get, is the whole argument. 22 quarts means you are processing serious batch sizes, enough jars in a single run to actually feel the time savings. 3 PSI settings give you real flexibility across low-acid vegetables, meats, and fruits without guessing. Aluminum heats fast and sheds heat fast, so your whole canning session moves quicker. Over 6,600 reviews at 4.5 stars tells you this is not a fluke. One thing to know, aluminum does require a little more attention to maintenance than stainless over the long haul. But for a canner, you will reach for season after season. $100 covering this much capacity and this much control is a straightforward win. Check the current price using the link in the description. So here is where everything shakes out. The 2 Presto digitals lead on precision, but split on capacity. The Nesco wins on automation, though it tops out at 9 jars. The Stovetop Presto 23-quart handles the biggest batches, but demands your attention. The T-Fal matches that volume at the lowest cost per quart processed. Digital controls versus hands-on management, 9 jars versus 23, aluminum versus steel. The T-Fal covers the most ground for the least money. Links for every one of these are waiting in the description. 5 canners, 1 clear winner. If you need digital precision and a smaller batch, the 16-quart earns its spot. If automation matters most, the Nesco delivers it. But for straight capacity, proven safety, and a price that leaves money in your pocket, the T-Fal is the decision most home canners will never regret. Check the description for every link and current price. All 5 links are in the description, ranked and priced. Affiliate links are used, so I may earn a small commission at no cost to you. Next, watch the full canning safety breakdown before your first batch.